Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Sports Perspective Podcast. Today's episode, we are discussing the Patriots' victory over Atlanta, and we are going to preview the LA Chargers game on Sunday, so you'll want to stay tuned. Hey, everybody. We open with some breaking news. The NFL Network's Ian Rappaport is reporting Dante Hightower is going to be out for the year. He has torn his pectoral muscle, and he suffered it during the Atlanta game. But Adam Schefter is citing a team source and says the Patriots have not confirmed it, and Hightower is scheduled to visit Dr. James Andrews today. That is a big blow to the Patriots defense. I'm telling you, they started playing well, and now they might have to make a trade or see what's up Belichick's sleeve as far as getting the defense better. Who knows what's going to happen now with that defense? They need a pass rush. You're going to have to rest the passer. The problem is they don't have anybody to rest the passer, so what's going to happen now? God only knows. So time will tell. We'll see what the genius Belichick has up his sleeve. But we're going to jump into this, and we're going to discuss the Atlanta Falcons game that the Patriots won 23-7, and we're going to discuss how surprisingly the score wasn't 40-38. I totally expected the defense to sputter. I thought that the Atlanta Falcons were going to blow us out of the water, and I expected our offense to score points, but I didn't expect that defense to help in any way. But surprisingly, our defense stood the challenge and they held up and they won the game 23-7. I found that pretty amazing. And to go over some of the stats in the game, the total yards for the Patriots were 403 yards, which you expect that from the Patriots. But what we didn't expect, at least I didn't expect, we held Atlanta to 343 yards. The way our defense has been playing up until the last couple of weeks, we have been giving up 400 points yards easy. And I believe against the Chiefs, we give up over 500. Passing yards, surprisingly, Tom Brady only threw for 250 yards. But what made it even more surprising is Atlanta only got 234. Now, this is a Patriots defense that had been giving up over 300 yards passing every game. Well over 300 yards passing. So that defense has definitely played a lot better. Again, missing Hightower now, that could change quite a bit. But the Patriots, I don't know. They seem to pull it out when they need to. Belichick makes big trades when he needs to, but we'll see what happens with that Hightower thing. This breaking news is pretty crazy. Back to the stats. The Patriots running game, we had 162 yards rushing, and we held Atlanta to 120. To be expected. It was the first time this season that we've actually held a quarterback under 300 yards passing. And this is all with Stephon Gilmore on the bench. So is it because Gilmore was on the bench that we did this? Is it because the defense is finally coming around? Gilmore was seen on the practice field this week. So we'll see this coming week if he actually plays to see how the defense responds. Will the defense be leaving guys wide open again? Will we receivers be running around all over the field open and give Rivers time to throw? Well, time will tell. We'll have to see what happens. One thing the Patriots are still good at is controlling the time of possession. And we had the ball over 34 minutes, and Atlanta only had over 25 and a half minutes. So we might have to do that more if we expect to win anything. Because I don't know if our defense is going to be able to hold up. Like I said, this Hightower situation could be a huge change for the Patriots. The Patriots played well this past week. The receivers covered on defense. They cover I can't even talk. The Atlanta receivers very well, and we did very well against the run. The Patriots overall played a lot better. They defensively, offensively, did very well. They controlled the ball, even through the massive fog. Some say the fog actually helped the Patriots during the game. Yeah, it's possible. Could have been some cannons going off that created some of the fog to keep, the Atlanta Falcons from exploding. You never know. I'll take whatever I can get. The big key is, can the Patriots keep this up? Can they keep up the defense playing well, especially without your big-time linebacker? Time will tell. This Sunday, the Patriots are hosting the 3-4 Chargers at 1 p.m. Now, the Patriots are at 5-2. I believe they're one of the top teams in the league, record-wise. And I'm going to be interested to see how our defense holds up against Phillip Rivers. I'm not a big Rivers fan, but he has Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen is a deep threat. Really, really, really good receiver, and we'll have to see if we can cover Keenan Allen. They also have Melvin Gordon, and he's a running back. He's a good running back. I watched some video of him. He looks pretty good. I don't know a lot about Melvin Gordon, but he looked good on film that I've seen on YouTube. I checked it out, and so we do have a tough challenge ahead of us. And we're going to go over some stats for you for the Chargers and the Patriots and compare them and see what you guys think. For points-wise, the Chargers are averaging 19.6 points a game, and that's ranked 21st in the league, as opposed to the Patriots, who are averaging 27.9, and that's 6th in the league. So the Chargers don't score many points. We score quite a few points. We'll see what happens there. Yards-wise, the Chargers get 330 yards a game, ranked 17th in the league, while the Patriots get 410.7, which is definitely first in the league. Passing, well, Chargers get 251.3 yards, which is 8th in the league, which is very good. And the Patriots' Big Tom is at 300 yards a game, and that's ranked number 2. Rushing-wise, the Chargers rush 79.1 yards a game, and that's next to last in the league, number 31. And the Patriots rush for 110.7, and that's right in the middle of the league at 17, ranked 17 in the league. And comparing Brady and Rivers has thrown for 1,816 yards, while Brady has thrown for 2,208 yards. And their completion percentage is Rivers has 60.9 and Brady has 66.4. Touchdowns, it's real close. Rivers has 12, Brady has 15. And for interceptions, Rivers only has 5, which is surprising because he tends to throw a few interceptions during the season. And Tom Brady has 2, which is not surprising. Brady doesn't throw a lot of interceptions over the course of the season. So that's the stats for the teams. Feel free to guys to send me messages. Let me know what you guys think. By the stats, do you think we got a chance Sunday? Do you think we're going to blow them out of the water Sunday? Time will tell. We'll have to see what happens there. Now, this is where it gets interesting. On the Chargers on defense, they allow 18.7 points a game. That's 8th in the league. They are giving up only 326 yards a game, and that is 13th in the league. Then they're only giving up, surprisingly, 185 yards passing in a game, and that's 5th. That's really good. But the problem is they're giving up 140 yards, 0.6 rushing yards a game, and that's ranked 31 in the league. So we might be seeing a lot of our running backs. Thank goodness we have several good running backs because they all might be getting a chance to run all over the Chargers. And in case people want to know, Tom Brady has been sacked a whopping 18 times this season. He's getting hit, getting whacked, getting whacked around. Every time I see him get hit, I wonder if he's going to get up. 40 years old, one of these hits, I'm telling you, he's going to get put out for the year, and we're going to be without a quarterback, and I don't think I'm ready for Garoppolo yet, me personally. And the scary thing about Brady's 18 sacks, the Chargers have have sacked the quarterback 23 times. So Brady better keep his head on a swivel because they're coming for him. You can already hear it. They're salivating at going at Brady, especially with our offensive line. They have moments where they tend to struggle a little bit, and we'll have to see what happens there. These guys on defense, they have number 54, Melvin Ingram, who has 30 tackles and 8.5 sacks. They have defensive end, number 99, Joey Bosa, 34 tackles and 7.5 sacks. These guys would look really good on the Patriots. And defensive end, Chris McCain, he has 15 tackles, but he has 5 sacks. These three guys lead their team in sacks. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to pry one of these guys away from them? It would be pretty freaking amazing, I'm telling you. I would love to make a trade and get one of these guys, but we all know that ain't happening. But these guys are going to be coming at Brady hard. I'm telling you, this could be an interesting game. We'll have to see what happens. They're going to be definitely pinning their ears back. I think the Patriots should throw some screen passes. I can see Patriots try to throw it deep. I can see the Patriots try to throw crossing routes to Hogan and Cooks. I'm telling you, screen passes. Best thing to do against a defensive line that wants to rush. Throw a couple screen passes, make them run all over the field, make them chase those little running backs around, and get them tired. We got to save Brady this weekend, I'm telling you. Brady better keep his head on a swivel. Brady, if you're listening to my podcast, keep your head on a swivel. I'm telling you, they're coming for you. This is going to be an interesting game, guys. This is just the first of our podcast. Next Thursday, I will be releasing an episode. We'll be going over the Chargers game, what I thought of the game, do the stat line, and just discuss what happened during the game. And I want to hear your input. I want to hear what you think of the podcast. I want everyone to message me. You guys can find me on Facebook at The Sports Perspective. You guys can email me at sportsperspective17@gmail.com. And you can find me on Twitter, Roy Brady Jr. So, guys, I want to hear from you. That's our show for today. So come back again. Hopefully we'll hear from you next week. And if you guys have any messages, please, I want to hear from you. You guys have a good night, and thank you for listening.